Hi guys, my name is Onyx if you're new here. If not, welcome back. I am doing a video that I'm really excited for. This is going to be my top favorite reads of 2025. This is definitely long overdue, I think. So with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my all-time favorite 5-star reads, and then I will do honorable mentions. Okay, so my first 5-star read is The Night Ends with Fire. This one, Chef Kiss. I need to read the second book. That is on my list for this year. I think it's described as like a Mulan retelling, but better. So anyone who's a fan of Mulan, like strong female characters, this is the book for you. This has been on my list for a while, and I finally got to it last year. And the writing is beautiful, the details, chef's kiss. There is no complaints in my book about it, so it is my favorite 5-time read. No, 5-star read. Okay, so next 5-star read is A Stark Few. I found this book from Instagram, and I believe this is an indie author, and she is coming out with like different covers this year, so I'm really excited about that factor. That is more of like her indie cover that she currently has. But this book is my 5-star read. It is a dark dystopian, so if you are fans of the Legend series by Marie Lu, if you are fans of the Divergent series, this is your book. I love that there is that tension between the main female character and the tension between like the main male character. It's just beautiful. It's written well. It honestly captured my attention, I think, within the first chapter, which is kind of like a hit or a miss sometimes with books. So that it captured my attention, and that I think it's really well written too. And the author has amazing artwork for it, or fan art for it, commissions for it. You know, you really get to see the characters, and now that I've like seen that artwork, I'm like, oh yeah, that fits like their personality, that fits them. Like, it is very spot on, and I love that factor. I believe she came out with the second book this year, and I've already started it. I'm very excited for it. I am hooked, and I'm already in chapter 2. So, dystopian fans, we are back. My next one is a gothic book, or I believe it's considered gothic literature. It's An Education in Malice. This one, you've got the sapphic vampires, chef's kiss, the details, and the author has shared like the scenes or like buildings, you know, are based on real places, and like shares like inspiration. I have to read several others by this author, and it is, like I said, I don't have any complaints. You know, obviously they're 5-star reads for me, so I think it is really, really beautiful. And the tension, you know, when they have the tension, I need to focus on my TBR for this year, but I might reread all of these. So, moving on. The next one is Water Moon. And this one is also my 5-star read, obviously. This is listed in, all of these are listed in my favorites on Storygraph. But I think I can only pin like 5 to my profile, so I switch them. But anyways, Water Moon is one of the ones that I read more towards the end of December. And again, the description is beautiful, the detail is beautiful, the writing, you know, I feel like present and feel the character's emotions, and I really love that. This is a new author for me, as is, I want to say everyone that I have not recommended, but listed as my favorites, I want to say are all new authors. So this is just like a recommendation if you're looking for, what is a good way to describe it? Like kind of magic realism. The last of my favorite and 5-star reads is A Fragile Enchantment. I will recommend this book to anyone. It is the tension, it is the yearning, it is the disability representation of the main female character. Oh, beautiful. The special editions, actually the special editions of all of those books are beautiful that I said. However, oh, beautiful. And just the yearning between her and the prince, and just, I love it. If you are looking for a different take on a romantasy book, this is the book for you. I feel like a lot of the times I am reading the same plot for romantasy books or romance books, and it's just repetitive, and I definitely got away from them for a while. So there's like a lot of like the historical fiction or like mythology or like the Gothic literature, mythology retelling, I guess is a better way to put it. Anyways, so I was a bit hesitant to read this book, and usually I'm a bit hesitant when TikTok hypes up books. You know, I'm not a big fan of book talk just because I've been let down so many times with the recommendations. So seeing this and reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is written so beautifully. The representation is beautiful, and I think it is a good representation as to, you know, the main character. She pushes herself, you know, and tries to give more than what she can do at times, and I think that is a good representation. I mean, just for like anyone in general, right? So I mean, this could be like women. Women are really the only thing coming to mind, but also like people who are disabled, you know, and I really like it. I really do. And just being able to relate to that main character on like, oh, you know, she's giving it her all when she needs to rest. Like, oh, that's relatable. I could go on and on and on. So I'm gonna move on to my honorable mentions. And not surprising, right? Everyone got kind of hooked in the Heated Rivalry. So Heated Rivalry is an honorable mention. I started this book because of my friend who was talking to me about the show that came out. She lives in Canada, and she's like, oh, they're in Canada, this is so cool, they're filming in Canada, and the book is so good. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, I'll read it, I'll check it out, see what's going on. I love me some hockey romance. I got out of that era for a bit, and then I read this one, and I'm kind of back into that era, but not really. It makes sense to me, like, I don't know. So I think that was either like between a 4 and a 5-star read. I don't remember off the top of my head. This one is Stoner. That is an honorable mention. This is one that my husband recommended to me. This is something that they didn't think I would like. And I was surprised. I want to say that it is 4.75 stars on Storygraph. It is a classic literature, and it is by far, I think, one of my favorite literature books, or classic literature books, that I've read in a while. And it was kind of like a refreshing take, I want to say, on like classic literature. While yes, it felt kind of slow at parts, it was definitely like worth the read. And oh, if my brain would work. It was worth the read, and I was surprised that I enjoyed it. I definitely got invested in it and the characters, and sometimes they made me so mad that I would be texting my husband like, I can't believe she did this or he did this. And so that was a good read, I would say. Okay, so this one, Freida McFadden. This is The Intruder. I believe this is one of her newer books. So there were so many Freida McFadden books that I read last year that it was hard to pick. So I might do a separate thing on like why I enjoy them. That might be a separate video in itself. But this one is definitely, I would say, the higher rating one, so that's why it's in the honorable mentions. But there are definitely like plenty others of her books that are also should be in the honorable mention. But that, I read over 100 books last year, and I think most of them at the end was her books. So that in itself would probably be a really long video. Okay. And then the last one that's an honorable mention is another Gothic book, which is our Hideous Progeny. You know, it explains that it is a Gothic tale of grief and ambition, passion. I rated that, I want to say 4.75 stars. I would read it again. That is a perfect book for people who love Frankenstein, people who are getting into Gothic literature. It definitely shows like female rage towards the end of the book, and like empowerment for the female characters, and it is a beautifully written book for sure. So yeah, that is all for my 2025 honorable mentions. Like I said, I will probably create another video just of Freida McFadden books or like Gothic literature books, because that is something that I'm really interested in and want to like read more of, obviously. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.